Capitol Hill to Wall Street. This is Politics and Profits with your host, Rick Amato.
Welcome, everybody. I'm Rick Amato. It's time for Politics and Profits.
We follow the trends on Capitol Hill that lead to the profits on Wall Street. We expose the hard facts of what your elected officials are doing when you're not looking. And we show you how you can profit from their politics. The American dream is alive and well, and you can be proud to call America your home. And now, it's Rick Amato.
Welcome to Politics and Profits. One of the biggest challenges in today's pandemic remote environment is engaging our employees in the workforce as an employer. What are some of the techniques, strategies, tactics that employees can be using? Joining me at this time, as she often does, from Philadelphia, is one of this nation's leading recruiters for employers. She is the founder, the CEO of Panna Knows. And let me welcome back to the show, Kelly Robinson. Kelly, good to see you.
Good to see you. Thanks, Rick. Thanks for having me back.
Looking vibrant, high energy in that pink top. Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
I try.
All right. So talk to us about, you're one of the nation's leading advisors out there when it comes to recruiting for employers. And you've got some tips for employee engagement.
I do. It's a very different world now. Employee engagement is always important, whether you're in the office with your team or not. And right now, most people are not. So it's really important to figure out how to create that kind of environment so it feels more like you're with your team.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. To try and create that environment so it feels like you're more with your team. What are you seeing out there that's working?
I've seen a lot of different really innovative, cool things that people are doing. But just to keep top of mind, you really need to keep your employees always top of mind. So how can I engage them? How can I support them? So checking in more regularly, it's not about micromanagement. It's more about how can I support you? You're trying to motivate them. It's really important to do video when you can, as opposed to phone. I would say that's key. I have my business partner. We sometimes just work on Zoom because it's like we're working in the office.
Interesting.
And it's great. Yeah, it's great. And as long as you're respectful of the other person's time, right? Because if you're sitting and working for an hour and you're trying to chit chat about it, that's the piece that we're trying to get rid of from the office. The chit chat. But we do that. I've seen companies do more frequent updates on kind of, the state of the business. It might be weekly. Some do really small daily kickoffs, which is great because you get to see people.
Anything you see out there that you say, make sure you avoid. You gave us one of them, don't micromanage.
Yep. Avoid. So here's what I would say. Avoid contacting employees outside of normal business hours. Because what happens is in this life, we get up out of bed, we brush our teeth, whatever our ritual is, you really need to have a start to your day and an end to your day. Because what happens is someone that works from home all the time, you could sit there all day.
Yeah. No doubt.
All day.
Yeah.
And it's hard to separate. So I think it's important for employers to remember, don't contact, let them have a break. And I think the employee really should have some kind of ritual, whether it's, getting up and going to the kitchen for lunch. And after work, you go, work out or go spend time with your kids and you get away from your desk.
There's two great things that I really, really enjoy or agree with, whatever word I'm looking for. One is don't contact these employees outside that normal business hours because there needs to be that cushion between personal time and business time. And the other comment you made of is, have that structure. Start your day off however you're going to start it off with. Take that break for lunch, have that ending. Too many people aren't having that, I would imagine.
No, I think it becomes this kind of seamless, and it shouldn't. It should not be that seamless. There should be a break. The other thing I would say is, Rick, treat people as whole people. So before pre-COVID, if we were in a Zoom meeting and, my son was, let's say he's home sick and he comes into the room, I would have been like, and behind the screen, I would have been like, no, and trying to hold the conversation. Now, when he comes in, he'll come in and I would say, come say hi to Mr. Amata, and he would come and say hello to you. And that is more accepted. So I would say someone's got children, a cat, a dog. Don't go like, I can't believe you doing that. Just remember, people are whole people right now. And you're getting to know people more in depth too, which I think is great because you're seeing them in their environment.
I agree with you 1,000%. I respect you, Kelly, for having that philosophy. The only reason I was laughing, as you may have experienced, I can't recall, but our studio's now at home, and oftentimes my dog Roxy pops her nose up into the camera.
Fine.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Yeah, and I think that people say, hey, it's real. It's real life too,
I think we're getting to know people on a deeper level, even though it's a video, because you're seeing people at home in their life, which is really cool. So you're incorporating deeper connections.
Tell us a little about Panna Knows in our remaining moments here, Kelly.
Yeah, so we are a talent acquisition and strategy professional services firm. So companies will hire us to help attract and retain their talent. So it's a talent attainment, a talent acquisition firm.
That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, again, and you're nationally recognized as one of the leaders out there in that field. Great information, Kelly. Our viewers are familiar with you. It's not your first time on a show, not going to be your last. For those who may not be aware, you're an official contributor to Politics and Profits, as we value your input, expertise, and information. Kelly Robinson, CEO, founder, Panna Knows. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Rick.
From the Liberatory CPA Studios, back with more right after this.
Politics and Profits with Rick Amato is brought to you by Liberatory Accounting, the IRS problem solvers. To find out how Liberatory Accounting can help you, call 877-6-SOLVER. That's 877-6-SOLVER.